How did you know it was me?
I've been watching you for quite some time now, thanks to our mutual friend Jerry.
But how did Jerry contact you? Does he have access to this place?
Jerry is an apparition, Jason, a product of what they call my special ability.
I see. That explains so much.
Like I said, I've been keeping an eye on you. I wanted to make sure you were on my side before I contacted you. Unfortunately, as soon as I knew I could trust you, I was too weak to use Jerry again. I'm getting weaker every day with all the drugs. It's insane. They want to enhance my power so they can use me, but they don't want me to use them when I'm alone because they know I'll try to contact the outside world. And it's not as if I haven't tried. During my first days when I was still feeling strong, I kept sending apparitions to within a 30-mile radius around town. But there's nothing out there. No one. We must be in the middle of nowhere. The combination of drugs is killing me. I'm in hell, Jason. This cell right here, this is hell.
Did you use Jerry to get in touch with Henry as well?
I didn't have the heart to do that. You know how he is. He'd lose his head and do something stupid. I wasn't going to have him risk his life. I trusted that guy so much.
You and me both, my friend.
Her name will be remembered as the human equivalent of the A-bomb, and she has no idea.
Robert, what did you discover about diamonds in the rough?
We were wrong about everything, Henry and I. It's neither government nor military. It's big, all right, but the White House and the Pentagon do not know it exists. They're neo-Nazis, Jason. Everything you see around you. It's nothing more than the headquarters of a global neo-Nazi organization.
Nazis? Are you serious?
Nazis, neo-Nazis, racist, whatever you want to call them. Of course, they don't call themselves that. They prefer the term purists. But their purpose is simple, and as despicable as it's always been by their like for centuries. They want to harm black people. And not just a handful of them, they want it to be global.
But how? What do we have to do with all this?
I don't know all the details, but I know they're using Sidel. She can make their dreams come true. Literally.
I managed to witness one of Sidel's dreams. There were black women in it. I was the one who singled them out.
It's obvious that you were both unknowingly hurting the women, killing them for all we know.
Why just the women, though? Why weren't there any men in the dreams?
I don't know. As I said, they didn't tell me all the details. I'm sorry, but the way I feel now, I couldn't produce so much as an eyebrow of a person, let alone a fully talking apparition. Are you saying that Nadine was sending me these messages? I would never have guessed. You've got to help me, Jason. I can't stand it any longer. My dear friend, how right he has been to suspect them all along.
Okay, Robert. I need you to concentrate on my cell phone.
What for?
I shot a video of the projector images Brown uses to hypnotize us. Perhaps it will help you sharpen your ability and distract the guard next door.
It's worth a shot. Okay, let's do it.
Are you feeling any better yet?
No, but give me a few moments. It used to take me some time to concentrate on the assignment. I think I'm ready to do it now.
Good. Let me know when.
All right, Jason. He left the building. Hurry up!
Hold it right there, Hart.
You killed Henry, you rotten fascist pig!
Watch your language, you ignorant traitor trash. Unless you want your brains to decorate the wall behind you.
Now, gentlemen. Surely these unpleasantries are uncalled for. Cornelius, if you would be so kind as to relieve Jason of his concealed weapon. Good. Now put your gun away as well, and let us resume our discussion upstairs.
Are you sure about that, William?
Of course I'm sure. Our friend knows that we can summon 10 guards by simply raising our voice. I'm confident that it won't have to come to that.
Is it true, Mr. Hungerton? Is DITR really a neo-Nazi den?
Don't be so melodramatic, Jason. And stop using fancy terms you've heard on television. Do you see anyone here bearing a swastika? Hitler ultimately did nothing for the white race. I personally see nothing redeeming about Nazism. Furthermore, I'm neither a Jew nor a homosexual. I have little interest in what happened in Germany more than 60 years ago. Diamonds in the Rough is an organization that's fighting for cultural preservation and sovereignty. We do not confuse this with the irrational hatred towards those who differ from us.
I don't understand. Where do we fit into all of this? What is the meaning of Sadel's dream?
I guarantee that I will elucidate soon, Jason, and that your everlasting curiosity will be satisfied. But before we go there, allow me to offer you a brief history lesson. As you already know, Diamonds in the Rough was founded by Corinne Feller. What I refrained from mentioning was that Corinne's maiden name was Hungerton.
You were related?
Corinne was my sister, Jason.
How appropriate. So, how did both of you grow up to become racists? Did your mother abuse you or something?
You insolent brat. Do you have any idea who you're talking to? This man is the most brilliant mind of our century.
That's quite all right, Cornelius. He is understandably upset. The answer to your sarcastic question is no. As a matter of fact, Corinne and I enjoyed a happy and carefree childhood. Of course, it was a different America back then. People still knew their place. Anyway, my sister grew up to be a fine young woman. She was married to Vincent Feller until that dreadful day that changed her life forever. On their way home from a party, they were attacked by a group of youngsters. A group of black youngsters. They were robbed, stabbed, and left to die.
And that's why you ended up hating black people? Because of an isolated incident? I thought you were smarter than that.
Will you let the man finish?
My brother-in-law was dead before the ambulance came. My sister suffered several internal injuries. She survived, but the damage was done. She could never bear children. What happened that night was horrible, Jason. But it was also a blessing, because it was a real eye-opener for us. It gave us the opportunity to look more carefully and see that the number of, what was your phrase, isolated incidents in America had been increasing at an alarming rate. 18 months later, Diamonds in the Rough was founded. In fact, the title referred to children of poor yet true American families, to whom we offered scholarships. Every year we became more and more powerful as several wealthy purists joined our cause. And not just from the United States. We are a worldwide organization. We were fighting a war, but we were doing it with the most useless of weapons, politics. We demanded stricter immigration laws, harsher punishments for criminals, and the termination of denial of jobs to white men through so-called affirmative action.